Hello, welcome to Willforge. Oh, hello, welcome to Willforge. Today, we will be forging. Let's see, where's my little thing? There we go. We're going to be trying out audio. Uh, we're going to be trying to figure it out because there's no tutorial. No one's made any tutorials on this. I was really expecting that by the time I got to audio, we would be at a place where. Man, I should really hashtag in my videos. Anyway, okay, so basically, I was expecting the community to get to a point by now where we would have some tutorials on how to do audio by the time I got to it, because there were so many people interested at the beginning of jumping right in and creating a ton of tutorials, and I was like, yeah, okay, cool, yeah, I'm not going to do the tutorials. I'm going to let somebody else do the tutorials. I'm just going to stream, and if people want to learn from me, naturally, that's cool. Really learning with me. But so I've got my primary sound set to cathedral. I've got my secondary sound to rain light, reverb set to interior large, and audio effect I'm not putting on helium or space. And what I realized, the one thing I did learn from watching their original presentation video was that apparently we need to go in here and build audio. Now, of course, I don't know what's going to happen whenever we do that, so because it can create dirty data. It's got a dirty data warning, which can prevent it from being published if it gets too dirty. So we're going to try that. We're going to build the selected, and we're going to see what happens. Look at that. I haven't built anything on this map, so audio data download starting. Audio data download 10% complete. So it might be that what I had built over here actually works, and if it does, then we're going to hear it break apart whenever I shoot that. I really do need to figure out a way to announce it. I'm like not advertising my stream whenever I go live at all, and I'm getting diminishing returns just relying on YouTube. So I think I need to start advertising, like posting to Duquesne's chat and stuff like that. Man, let's see what we got. Also, whenever I go live at 11, it's no good. People have already found their stream. They're watching for the day, for the morning anyway. But yeah, anyway. So we've got audio built. Okay, that should work. So now we can theoretically build it out, and I want to hear what these sounds sound like. Okay, we're supposed to hear light, rain. I don't hear any light rain. I have no idea what cathedral is supposed to sound like, but I set it to cathedral. And nothing. Is it supposed to actually work? Like, what's up with audio right now? Okay, that's not the one that's scripted to do anything. This is the one. There we go. Definitely didn't hear a crunch or a bang or anything. Oh, right. I think I've got to set a volume. Not like a sound volume, but like an object volume so that people inside the volume can hear it. I'm not 100% certain. But there really is. If anybody knows any audio like tutorials online, let me know. Oh, this is at the bounding box. We'll do a cylinder. Because like I can't find any. No one's made any tutorials on this that I can find. I'm just going to say 500 by 500. I have no idea if this is actually necessary. I'm pretty sure it is. I saw somebody did something involving this once. So we're going to try it. Now, do we need to build out the audio data again, or do you think that it's just going to, go off that? So I have no idea why. I just never hear any audio. That's not what I wanted to do. Actually, that would have been perfect. I was at the Banshee anyway. But oh wow, put me there again. Brilliant. Does it just put you near to the nearest spawn point to whenever you like switch into it? Because I never knew that if that's the case. Here we go. Yeah, that didn't change anything. Okay, so there are no tutorials for this. Except for one guy who said, you just place it and it does it and it sounds great. And it's like, dude, I can't, in his video, the volume of his video is so low you can't even hardly hear him talking. So much less can you, you know, hear him, hear what he's saying. Okay, we're going to check this script, see if it's even actually playing right now. It's a mess because I just thrown together the audio section. Let's see, audio loop. From the object reference audio emitter. Okay, set object 3D audio loop. Why am I saying, let's see, set? Why am I saying set? I think that's a wrong script. Play 3D audio for opposing team. Yeah, it's supposed to be play. You set it and then you play it. I believe that is how you are supposed to actually do it. This is where you set it or something and then you play it. So we want to delete these and connect them here. I wanted the sound to be, oh wait, we need to grab the position. Let's see, objects transform, get object position. We're gonna make this loop down here because I'm gonna need this to loop into this. And we'll just play it once. I mean, I was gonna play it twice so it sounds like it cracks and then it breaks. Build audio. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I did do that once right before this and nothing happened. So, audio, build selected. We'll build it again. Generation skips, content already up to date. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So, the weird thing is that, like, I've got it set to Cathedral and I hear nothing. There's no additional audio for the ambient. And I've got it set to several other things and still nothing. No crack, no break. Is my map bugged? Like, what's going on with this? My audio doesn't seem to work on my map at all. And, like, I've got Cathedral, Rain Light, Interior Large for reverb. I think the reverb is working because it definitely sounds like it's echoing. But the secondary sound, the primary sound, does this, like, break? Maybe? Maybe the interior large breaks everything else because it's like trying to echo and it's not able to handle it. I don't know. We'll have to try some stuff, but let's try. Let's see if that'll build differently. Cannot content already up to date. Okay. I definitely changed the reverb, but the reverb. Yeah, that definitely sounds like out in the open field. Let's see. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, so the interior large is definitely working. You can hear that, and we don't have any music. We don't have any music, by the way, as you can tell, because I don't want the audio of the music to interfere with what we're doing. But I still don't understand what's happening here and why it's not working, because, like, play 3D audio for all players is supposed to work, right? Oh, I'm only setting the 3D audio loop in if false. Do I need to set that separately, like maybe at the start of the game, on game start? I don't need this print number to kill feed anymore, because it's working. Let's see, so that's the question. What is this stuff? What object am I moving? Oh, that's the special effects. Okay, yeah, I put this in here. We're going to clear all connections. We're going to declare this at game start to make sure that's not what's going wrong. No, that's not what I want to do. It's really, I wanted to duplicate it and put it over here. And then I need to reconnect this. This may not even be necessary. That's just like, if something that's not a player hits it, I want the dust to fall, but it not break. But if something that is a player hits it, I want it to actually break. Let's see, because I figure that that might make it to where the dust falls pretty realistically more often. Okay, we're going to put this down here. We're going to set it like this. Okay, so this set the 3D audio loop. Will that make it start playing immediately, or will it just prep it, and then we have to hit play on the audio? I actually don't know, because that's what tutorials don't say, and it doesn't say in the description of the objects. So it's definitely not playing yet. Okay, let me, am I right in that it will pick the nearest spawn point? Oh, it does. Wow. I never knew that this entire time. That's useful. No audio from that. I hit a wall. Made a rock sound, but no. Nothing. Is my map bugged? Am I incapable of setting up audio in this map? That'll be a problem. Let's see. Enable preview on. If I turn this off and I try to build, right? Try to start it. Definitely don't hear anything while it's off. And then if I go in and I turn it on, maybe that will fix it. That was the sound of a fusion coil, in case you heard that. Like, almost spirit sound. So there's a popping with the animation of this that Clint has sent me something that might help it. I'm also building a sort of receiver into the ceiling so it doesn't just sort of go into rock, which will look better than Halo 2's original anyway, so there'll be a little bit of, it won't be one-to-one. I'll be adding something. I'm not going to leave it as blue energy fields. I'm going to switch it to a pale yellow, because all the lights on this map are yellow. Unless you think I should leave it as a blue. But basically, yeah, that little popping that happens should fix, or we're going to at least try a fix that he has come up with. But in the meantime, this receiver will make it look a lot better anyway, because a lot of the popping is shorter range. Okay, so still not hearing any kind of audio there. Let's go in and break that rock and see if that will trigger. Maybe it doesn't grab the one that's closest to you whenever you do it. Maybe it just grabs a random one. Okay, because that was kind of random. Okay. Nothing. Okay, so primary and secondary are not playing. Is this some kind of... Oh, I did hear there was like a weird bug that some people were experiencing on Myers, but I thought that was an AI bug. It could be related to just building things. Lighting, Nav-mesh. I don't know. Have you guys ever tried this? I'm gonna turn enable preview off. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna come back in. And if it reloads the map fresh with that off, and then I switch it on, it might reload that it's, you know, off, and then whenever I toggle it on, it might turn it on fresh. You know? As a little workaround. We're gonna see if this works. Let's see. try to experiment. The Forge Lord. About to tag Michael Shore. Or Score, however you pronounce his name. I think it's Shore. I could be wrong. I'm probably very wrong. Okay, now get back to the stream chat and then back to the stream. Okay, so this sound effect is nice, but not what we're looking for. We're looking for... Okay, so definitely nothing while it's toggled off. Let's toggle it on. Okay, there's no cathedral. Whatever the cathedral sounds are supposed to be, I can't even hear them. And still nothing. This is not good. Do you think it's because I have 188% of my FX budget used? I think that's bugging out audio in some weird way. Probe count? That's the light probes. Oh, okay. Probe spacing. Bounding type level. Yeah, I mean, I would think that audio would be on a different level. Have its own channels and stuff like that. I don't know. I really don't. I'm just at a loss. Oh, I have to rebuild it? No. So it's up to date. All I've got is that it's a cathedral. I mean, it's echoing, I mean. And then I got nothing else. Well, that's weird and disappointing, and I really hope I don't have a bugged out map. Am I gonna have to just do something other than audio today and wait to see if Michael Shore will comment on it or what? Because this is... pretty disappointing. What do you guys think? You think I should just wait around and just do other stuff, like finish building this out, or you think I should keep experimenting and trying stuff? Because I am legitimately feeling like I'm running out of options, like ideas. Other than starting a new map and trying it there, actually. That might work. Hello! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I think I might start a new map and try it there, just to see. See if it's the map. We are having some severe, weird, not my files, actually we're gonna go with, where's new map? I just realized, is there not an option for new, oh, that's right, you have to go to one of the actual, yeah, bases. We'll go with Myers, see if it works again on Myers, and if it doesn't, right off the bat, saying version 2092 on that. Audio test. Confirm. There we go. Let's see what happens. Let's see, obviously there is audio from sandbox elements, and also I'm hearing a reverb change with each of those options, but the primary and secondary audio are dead. Okay, here we go. Now, we're going to set primary sound to Cathedral just to even hear what that sounds like. Rain light. You're probably going to build out audio. Yeah, let's build audio. Here we go. Once again, I hear nothing. Is there supposed to be a sound? I'm not hearing anything. Okay. Let's try... Oh, let me check chat in case you guys are saying... What about your Nav-mesh? Oh, I have not built out Nav-mesh. Does that affect audio? Institute, seafloor. We're going to try Institute. Is that a, will the Nav-mesh actually affect my audio? Do I have to build Nav-mesh before my audio build? Before my, built out, audio will affect it? Will, like, be applied, I guess? I don't know. I thought you could build out things one at a time if you wanted to. Might be a Myers situation. But we're gonna see right now, because we're going into a different type of map. We're gonna see what happens there. Different, what do you call it, canvas. Okay, so the worst part is it doesn't even. I only went into Myers because oh, here we go. Because I was let's see, rain. We'll do rain heavy this time. Let's just get something going. And we are on for enable preview. And we're gonna hold this down. We're gonna build audio. And let's see. No, it will not. Yeah. No, I just thought it would. I mean, I was thinking you were onto something. If you had, if you knew something about it. Okay. I personally still don't hear anything. Try a different, like, anything? Does it only hear... Maybe it only plays in a match. Maybe it never plays in Forge. That's what the preview claims. That's this. Toggles the player playing of primary and secondary ambient sounds during Forge edit mode. That's even edit mode. That's like, it should be playing in this mode. I should hear it right now. And this is simulation memory, so it's not the effects count. We know that much, because this is an empty map. Well, not empty, but you know what I mean. Oh, this is cool. Since I don't use most of the map, I could potentially set it to, this is the light probes, right? I could reduce the number of light probes by only running it on objects instead of by the entire map. That's cool. I don't know if that's the best idea. I'd have to try that on Waterworks, but Waterworks is entirely interior, so you don't need to see the stuff that's in the distance, so that might work. That would be a good idea, I mean. Anyway, yeah, I have no idea why there's no audio. Is my Infinite broken? Do I need to, like, reinstall Infinite? Because I would believe that. Like, I can barely even believe that this is happening. Well, I mean, we have had some issues with Infinite, and this is a beta, but yeah. Hey, Razors, how's it going? I have a question for you then, since you're new to chat. Do you have any idea what's going on? Like, this primary and secondary are not playing any audio. At all. Here's another thing. This is weird. If I go to default, right, and none, is it going to build differently for the audio? Or is it just going to tell me content already up to date? That sounds wrong to me. You think that changing that kind of audio... Well, I guess this is just for audio emitters and echoes off of objects and stuff like that. Is that what's already up to date? I have no idea. This is really weird. Yeah, no clue. Anybody would be appreciative. Just waiting on Twitter to see if anybody will reply there. It's so... Well, you know what I might do? I might go back to Waterworks and not do audio while we wait, because that sounds like the best option. But I will also go back to my original tweet and say at Technical Halo, he and I talk all the time. Ask him if there are any known bugs surrounding that I'm not aware of. But there we go. I'm gonna leave forward, go back into my other one. Into actual Waterworks, and we're gonna go ahead and adjust. We're gonna go up to that ceiling piece and finish building up that the pump shroud. And yeah, that might be at least something we can do while we wait. I put off audio for so long that I'm getting to a point where I'm like almost done with the map, and now I need this. Like, I might have to release a version of the map that has like no audio cues for any of this stuff. If there's a bug or something. The real question is if any of you guys would hear it. Like, if I hosted a match and you guys loaded into the map, and like really quick, if I hosted a match and you guys all joined me, I don't know if you guys are at work or at home, but if any of you joined me in that match, then I could theoretically see if you hear audio. And if you hear audio, then that means it's my install is not, like, maybe it didn't install the audio clips correctly. So it's applying it to the map for the strings, but it's not pulling the file from my computer because it's not installed correctly. And if that's the question... See, I haven't paid enough attention to know if there was audio or not. Listening to you while I also continue with my map is all I need. Well, I appreciate that. But, like, I wonder if any of you guys are home and would be willing to hop into a match with me that I could host with this map. It doesn't have to be published yet as long as I host it. And so then we can see if you can hear anything. And if you can hear it, and it's just me. Let's try I'm free. Okay, let's do that. I'll leave, and let's see. I think let me see if my lobby is open. How do you even do that? Let's see. Patch notes my profile. It's not in settings, is it? No, I think it's in... If it's like... Hey, no, I don't see it down here. No, that would be matchmaking. Custom game. Lobby options. There we go. Friends only. I'll just do open. So if you guys want to just hop in, that'll be good. Observers on. Max lobby size we'll just set to 24. Even though... Yeah. Not an official test of the map, but a test of the audio of the map. It just has a picture of Bizarre, but it says Waterworks. So if you guys want to hop into my lobby, anybody who wants to, and we can run around the map a little bit and see if any audio happens. Have you tried restarting Infinite? Not since I built the audio. So you're right, I have not tried restarting Infinite since I built the audio. I had placed the audio objects, but I hadn't actually hit the build audio on any of my maps yet, so maybe that's it. We're kind of poised to check it this way, so maybe we should just do this real quick, but you're right, that might actually just solve it. Especially if y'all get into the map and you can hear it on your end, then that will be yeah. So yeah, it's greater pain, by the way. Just go ahead and hop into my my thing. Let's see. Close that. I've got like everything open. Where is the ability to see your party or whatever? Oh, is it looking for group? No, that would just grab a bunch of people. But yeah. Working at the moment, or else I'd help troubleshoot more. Hopefully someone can join you. Yeah, it's simple as it looks like going to join me. And let's see if that does. If he wants to get in. I think we're friends already. We were talking about, right? So I should be able to not find friends. Oh, this is my friends list. Playing Halo Infinite. Aren't we friends? It's Simpa? I thought we were. There was somebody I sent friends list. I'd friended. I thought it was you. But I don't appear to. No, I think it was Trench that I was thinking of. That's how bad at names I am. Anyway, but what's your Xbox profile? Need a permission. Need a permission. Oh, is it because it's not a published map? It won't let you join the lobby? Or is it because you're not a friend? Let's see. Boom. I actually need to follow some other people back that I think were... Let's see. Need a permission. Is that enough, do you think? Joining. Cool, cool. I had set the lobby to open, but I guess it's still just using friends only. And the server is Xbox Live. Good. I think my mic is set to auto mute, but if you get in with your mic, you can chat. Especially if you have me up on stream, you'll hear me reply, but it'll have a delay and all that, so it'll be a little weird. Let's see. I bet the game chat has no delay. Well, by comparison anyway, it's like a very slight delay. But at least it's letting you join, so that should work. Or at least I assume it is. I assume it's like downloading the map and all that for you or something, but it seems like you should be in here by now, but I don't know. In menus, privacy set to open, players 1 of 24. Is it actually blocking you, since you're not in here yet? Or is it just the physical task of joining is not like just press a button on your end right now because you had to like get a controller or something, I don't know. I was just wondering if it's there you are. Awesome. There we go. Let's hit play then. Let's see how if you get some audio. Just bumped my desk. Okay. Loading mode. It's one of those. Yes. As in, yes, it's letting you in. Or yes, you are in. Or yes, let's start. And all of the above. It's loading. Cool. Match starting. 2, 1. There we go. I wonder if it'll tell me over here how delayed my stream actually is between me and you. Because I can see it, but I don't know what I'm, like, I can see it, but I don't hear it, you know? Okay. I definitely don't hear anything going on. I don't have any intro cameras set up. I have cameras, but I didn't realize, but they're not intro cameras. In case you're wondering about why it looks so weird. Well, that pump is working pretty good. Let's see it. Do you hear anything on your end? Like, that could be a cathedral. I see you. I'm not killing you, just shooting nearby. Rain is on and wind. Cool. So you can hear the rain. The wind is probably the, let's see, that was the select. Here, I'm going to give you the Banshee. Here, shoot down the other one. That's the one that's kind of buggy. Try not run you over as I land. There you go. If you want to come get the Banshee, you can fly to the other one. That way you'll definitely be inside the audio, like, cylinder. Although there's a delay between my YouTube and you, so you won't have heard me, and then you'll see yourself running off on my stream and like ignoring what I'm saying, because you couldn't actually hear what I was saying yet. Let me see. Here's a Banshee if you want it, since you'll definitely be inside the range of the audio thing. But it sounds like you are getting some kind. It sounds like Cathedral. Cool. Okay, so it's on my end. It's purely my install. Okay, that's interesting. Did you hear the rock sound effect of that one whenever you shot it? That stalactite? Because it's supposed to make like a rock sound, but then like I wasn't sure if I needed that bounding cylinder because of the But yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, that's good that we know what's going on. It's my install. I gotta reinstall Infinite. Okay, so let's just build out the ceiling for the rest of the stream. And I'll reinstall Infinite between today and tomorrow, and we'll get a fresh install of these sound effects. I'm also going to blow us both up. Oh, it didn't kill us. Oh well. Grenade will. No, it won't. Not after I knock out my shields. Or not after our shields regenerate. Okay, let's see. Nope, as in no, you didn't hear the rocks. Okay. I think that might be the cylinder because I didn't quite make it come all the way to the ground. And if you had been in a Banshee, you probably would have heard it, but I don't know if it actually works that way. And we'd have to... Can I start a new round in this mode? Let's see. Restart match. Okay, I'm gonna restart the match, and you're not probably gonna hear this until after I've done it. But I'm gonna restart the match, and then we're going to, and then I want you to hop in the Banshee and fly up there, and shoot it to where you're inside of the cylinder. If you're on stream, verify the integrity before reinstalling. Okay, might save you time. Oh, okay. Alright, so it'll just be like, where it'll just like check all of my files against the, what a fresh install should be like, and then it'll fix what's missing. Because that would definitely work. I don't think I've ever actually run any verify integrity option. And if you, I'm gonna grab this Banshee that's near me, and if you need it, what the heck? I thought you could hop up this. Oh, you have to be sprinting. Okay, you need a little bit of extra momentum. Well, the delay of the stream is heavy. Yes! Might save you time. So I'm gonna find you. I figure the delay of the stream is pretty heavy. Because just because I see whenever y'all's chat, your chat comes back, versus whenever mine goes in. Where are you? Oh, there you are. I see. Okay, here's a Banshee. There you go. And then, it's the one with the light by it. It's, that one, if you can see. I'm sure you already figured that out from last time, though. Did you hear the rock sound effect? Oh, good, you didn't die. Banshee fell to its doom, but at least you didn't die. Ah, you got the Firefall helmet. You're good to hell drop. No audio sound up there. Okay, so whatever I did to trigger it, it probably isn't working because I can't hear any audio from any of those objects. So of course it wouldn't work. Like none of that will work. I mean, I can't have tested it. I couldn't have possibly done it correctly because I can't test it right now. So I'm not surprised, I guess. I also haven't built the permanent lighting yet, so this place is going to be way cooler in a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's working out. It looks good. I'm glad it's not lagging. I'm a little bit concerned because whenever the current playlist hit, those maps that people made, one of them lags on my computer at least a little bit, and causes a little bit of trouble for me. So I was a little worried that this one would lag whenever we have other players in the match. But so far, it's running just as smooth as it always does. And any perceived lack of smoothness that anyone watching sees, it is probably because my graphics card is not handling Infinite itself as well as it could, and not because of any network or anything like that. But yeah, there's no lag on my end either. That's great. That's awesome. I like that. I guess most of it's static objects. I guess those maps have a lot. They're so small, but then they have a lot of like special effects and lights and audio effects that are like just really dense, you know? This map, everything's so far away from one another. It's not quite so dense. Because it's a big team battle map. Okay, yeah. Blue side needs that blue lighting over the side of the map. It helps identify each side. Yeah, that's like just a faint blue. I could probably do that. I don't think that was in the original Waterworks, so I'll probably leave this one as is, and then make something like that in my updated version. Like the lights themselves are all yellow in the original one, but I can make it like a faint blue over here instead of a yellow, and then a faint red over there, or just surrounding the entire base. Or I could like just add a single light up there that just sort of gives a hazy effect. I could also theoretically put some kind of energy doors or something like that that are just visual cues or something like that. Specifically, a little window. I could theoretically make it like an energy field instead of just a window, and then just put a player blocker there. And yeah, not the lights on the objects. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like you really meant like just a big, doesn't cast shadows, just ambient light that sort of just makes the entire area look slightly blue, slightly red. I'm pretty sure is what you meant. Like the whole blue side of the map has a bluish color to it. At least I think that's what you mean. Just a light sitting there, just lighting things up. How are the ladders? You know, I don't think I ever fixed the one that was acting funny. Is this the one that was acting funny? I think it was. It looks like it's working. Maybe I did fix it. They work okay. They look pretty good. A little choppy feeling. And I'm not sure exactly why. But on the server alone, they always worked great. Or good enough, at least. I'm almost wondering if I shouldn't replace some of the grab lift, though, because they're not 100% perfect. They do function perfectly, though. They just are not... They're a little choppy. I'm ready to play this. Yeah. Wait, you mean like you're ready to play it right now? Because I think technically my server is open. If you want to hop into it right now, we're kind of fiddling around. I was kind of wanting to... Let's see, ladder doesn't work as smooth here. Is it just as choppy, like, are you here right now? Is it this, let's see, is it this choppy over there? Or it's sort of like bop, 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 bop. Kind of like, honestly, it kind of almost is it almost creates an animation like you're climbing. But yeah. Just from the choppiness. It was perfectly smooth for, I want to see you go up it, actually, in third person. That way, you look smooth on my end. Your movement looks smooth. I don't know if you saw that. You're like going up perfectly. Well, there was a bit of a chop right in the middle of that one, but other than that, it might have been, that could have been your joystick though if you twitched a bit. Yeah, look at that. I wish I could tell the animation to do something. Like I could just sit there and make it play the clamor animation over and over again. But yeah, they should just let ladders... Hey! Oh, that you added as a friend, not joined. Okay, now you can join. Cool. Alright, I followed you back. You can join. Let me get out of this. See, ladder doesn't work as smooth here. Okay, they should just give ladders so you don't have to script them. Yeah, no, I agree. But they're dope, so good job on those. Thanks. Yeah, it would be really cool if they made like a ladder, not like an object, because then you'd have to scale it, but like almost like an effect, like a zone. And they could do gravity zones as well. Let's see, you can use the 400-man cannon, the one with the VFX, instead of ladders. Rotate them to where they launch you vertically and adjust the strength and trajectory to land up top perfectly. Yeah, I was considering that, and I probably will do that in my glow-up version and just leave this for the 1-to-1 version. Because I love the ladders from previous ones, but just to be sure, I mean, and I really want them in here for this, for the 1-to-1, because it's just like, yeah, of course you need the ladders to make it feel right. But yeah, and maybe a lift in your version. Hey, joined. Maybe a lift in your version would be nice. Yeah, a lift would be cool. Either a grav lift with the man cannon, or a or even a what do you call it? Hello. Or even a you know, something like an elevator would even be pretty cool. But yeah. Actually, you know what I could do, which might be kind of interesting? This was actually something I considered to make it smooth. Except you can't, oh no, I think you can't set them as dynamic objects, but there's the, you know, player colliders, or player blockers. I was thinking about using that as like an invisible elevator that raises you up, and just make the script not move you, but move the elevator. Lifts from Ivory Tower. Oh yeah, that would be really cool, actually. I could definitely script that. That would be pretty easy. I just need to find the right object for it. And potentially use Clint's style of scripting to handle it. If it ends up being not smooth, I could potentially use something like that. and the popping would happen inside the wall, so it wouldn't even be a problem, inside the wall and floor. But yeah, I was thinking, like, if I went ahead and, let's see, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, if I made like an invisible, like a player collider, and I made an invisible elevator, I think the problem that I came in contact with was either that player colliders or player blockers or whatever, couldn't be set to, oh wow, do you see that weird shadow there? That particle. That is set, sorry, I'm going to finish that sentence in a second, but this is set from, my shadow start point is not set to like 0 or 0.1 or whatever it needs to be, so it's creating a gigantic shadow line off of this thing. Anyway, so yeah, the if I use it was either that you couldn't set them to dynamic objects, or else it was either that, or you or it was that they were just too big. There wasn't a single one that was small enough to fit down there and just lift one player on one side without like lifting everyone in the room up at the same time, because you can't make them only collide with one player. I think that might have been part of it, but yeah, it was a little weird. Let me see what the lighting in here looks like on server. I think it looks pretty, if I'm not mistaken, it looks pretty good. Okay, cool. Yeah, it looks as good as it's supposed to. What is this? Oh, the music is starting. I thought that music was because I walked into a certain area. I was like, why did the music start? That surprised me. Okay. I guess whenever this countdown ends, we'll go ahead and I'll go back to forging. Can I leave this match going and let you guys just fiddle around in this version of the map if you feel like continuing? Like I could start another match with like a no playtime. And like, with no countdown, and then just, if you feel like leaving, you just leave, and if you want to, but if you wanted to keep playing around, maybe I can just leave it. As much as I love the darkness on stream, it's difficult to see. Really great job, man. Thanks. It's really easy to see when you're the one playing, but you're right, it probably is hard to see on the stream. Oh, overtime, look at that. We gotta, if we want to end the match, we're gonna have to kill one of us. One of us is gonna have to kill the other one. This needs to be adjusted. That looks ugly. Looks like I rotated that just one extra tick and didn't realize it. If the match is gonna end, we gotta hunt down. I think it's Itsimpa is on the other team, right? Yeah. All that remains is to say that you did a really good job. Thanks! Yeah. I'll go ahead and in the not the stream, but in the match. And then I'll... Oh, there you are. I can get you now. Gotcha! From behind with a sniper rifle. That was good sportsmanship right there. Oh, right where you're standing, the light cuts in and out? Let me see. Oh, yeah, that's a weird... I think I need to adjust that. I was wrong about the way that worked, about the fade in, fade out thing, or something. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a weird one. You know what it is? The light object that's emitting those light rays is up really high in the sky, and I think that as long as the light object isn't on your screen or is outside your light cone far enough, it just despawns. Or just like stops rendering. So I think what I need to do is put the light down low and shine it up through the light, up through the hole. That way it'll always be in your peripheral vision until you look up there. Or maybe even put two of them, one down low, one up high. And that way there's always something there to see. You know what I mean? That might solve that. Because I'm noticing, like, if you look up straight up at the sky, it's still there. It's really once you look down at the ground that it's a problem. You know what I mean? So this time we won't go back into overtime. This time we've got an uneven score, so it'll actually end as we go, a little naturally. Okay, here we go. Let's go through this teleporter real quick. So we got like 38 seconds, 35, you know? Yeah. Let's see. Boom.
M41 Spectre must be used with care.
Here we go. This is a weird little particle thing, but I think that once I build out lighting, it's going to fix. Is that little gap right there? I may also just need to extend this object a little higher. It might not be touching the ceiling like I thought it was. It might be the light is actually reflecting over it, like that. It's a little lighting particle effect. Or artifact, rather. Not a particle effect. There we go! Cool. So, we found some bugs I can fix, and we know now that it's my install of Infinite. I have a bunch of notifications. Let's see, haven't heard about a bug like that. Let's see. Do specific primary secondary sounds work while others don't? Do sounds play in play mode and or custom game? Right after sending or posting the tweet, I guess. They're hearing the audio. I suspect my install is broken and I need to reinstall or verify files on Steam. Sorry for the false alarm. At Technical Halo as well. Let's see. It's some of my viewers and they're hearing the audio. I suspect my install is broken and I need to reinstall or verify files on Steam. Sorry for the false alarm. Cool. Just wanted to proofread myself because I typo so often. Okay. There we go. Man, can't wait to see this in matchmaking. Yeah, I can't either. Screen space, lighting, wait, there's more stuff that I missed. Let's see, I'm excited to give, okay. All that remains is to say, okay, I'm excited to give this a try. Right where I'm standing, the light cuts in and out. Screen space, lighting. Man, can't wait to see this in matchmaking. Same here. Cool. Okay, so I didn't miss too much. Okay. I appreciate it, everyone. I can't wait to see the matchmaking either. That'll just be exciting. I wanted to do this, like, I thought, honestly, that Bungie was going to do this in Halo Reach. Like, Halo 3 had their map their Forge maps. And I was like, yeah, this is really cool, but you can't really build enough because every single time I go to build a real, solid, cool map, I run out of budget at, like, 70% of the map, something like that. It was like every single time I tried making big team battle maps and it definitely didn't work. I tried making it without them, it was like really barren. And then I tried making 4v4 maps and it still was like you'd hit that wall, that like 70%, like about 70% of the way in. You go, okay, no more objects. And it's like, well, dang. Even if you even if you still had budget left, there were no more objects, which back in the day, like in 2007, you would run out of budget before objects. But even now with Master Chief Collection, you run out of the max like 650 or 49 or something like that object count. You run out of that real fast, and you can't go any farther. But then they came out with Reach, and I thought that they were gonna. I was like, Bungie came out with Reach. They were like, look, you can really make a map now. You can do all this stuff, and it's really good quality, and you can place, and your budget is way higher, and yada yada. And I was like, that's really cool. Let's see. And I thought they were just gonna like put them into matchmaking, and I saw that they had made their own, and maybe some of those were made by players. They only did it for like a handful of maps, if they did it at all. Otherwise, it was their own maps, and I was like, well, that's kind of lame. I wanted to see some player-made maps, even if it wasn't mine. I wanted to see somebody like make something. You know what I mean? At the time, I was, it's 2010, so I was 20, So I was like, yeah. Wait, 2010 is 20? Yeah, it's 20. I was like, yeah, I want to see at least somebody, even if I'm not, you know, good enough at forging to potentially get it. To be the one. Okay, so this should solve it. I'm not seeing any light rays. Oh, they're up there. Or something. Yeah, there we go. That's 2 light rays. That's just the one. Where's my object? There it is. We're going to shine it up there. We're going to put it really low so the gap between it isn't a problem. Put it right in the middle and pointing up that way. So that should make them... Let me try and build it real quick. Are you using reflection volumes on your version? Because every time I use them, I get this undesired look. So right now, I don't have any on my map. Any tips if you're using them? I haven't used them at all. My main focus on them would have been... like, I realize that with reflection volumes, you can get, like, some slightly better lighting on the objects and stuff like that in general, especially shiny objects. But my main focus with that would have been if I had had, like, water. But given that there isn't an actual water object, and I don't want you to stop at the water level and then just, like, I want the gigantic pit, you know, in the middle, and that your body falls all the way down there. So I don't want you to stop on a piece of glass right there. So because I don't want glass, that means I can't do reflection volumes because these energy shields don't reflect anything. And one feature that I am waiting that I think would make every... Yeah, okay, so... Now I'm going to go check in that one spot specifically and look over there. So one thing that I really want is for them to add a toggle that just says this object has has collision. You know, like this object does in fact collide. Okay, so if you look up high enough, it'll appear. Should I just delete the upper one? It looks like the lower one looks fine as far as like the way it's animated. It's like animating side to side. I was worried that it actually wouldn't look fine. And then like now, I guess if you look up high enough, you still want it. So I don't know. It's hard to say because it's like pretty jarring whenever it pops the second one in like that. So maybe I do still just want the one at the bottom. I don't know. Like you wouldn't see any light rays whenever you look straight up at the sky because that's whenever it despawns. That's a really good question. I don't know if this would be... Maybe it's just good to have that slight pop in the middle and just not worry about it. Or I can make this top one be so much fainter, so much more faint, that the pop-in doesn't affect you, but there is still a light ray whenever you're looking at the sky at least. That's what I'll probably do. Oh, I'm in the wrong setting. What? Oh, there it goes. It didn't populate that for a second there. Intensity. Oh, is that where... yeah, that would be where it is. Is the intensity already set to the lowest possible setting? Anyway, well, okay. Well, at the least I'm not alone on not using them. Yeah, no, exactly. If there is a, I wonder if we can do 0.0. No, 0.1 is the lowest, and that is it. That's all I can do. Now I do need to, re-angle it if I want it to be perfectly lined up with the other one though, and that might help because I pointed this one not quite at the circle of light. That at least might help prevent the popping from being a problem. Anyway, they just make all of my dark areas too bright. Oh, okay, so that's the problem. Yeah, since I haven't done that yet, I don't know what would happen to my map. But yeah, like I was saying, I would probably use it for my for the water. Like once they add water, I assume that they're going to allow. It's going to involve reflection volumes. Like reflection volumes will apply to it. Okay, that's not as bad. I think it was the alignment. It was poking out so far to the right here that it kind of looked like it was. See, now it's just a slight increase to the brightness, and then you look up there and it's gone. So the other option is I just put one and it's down here, or I can put two of them in the middle, one of them pointing down, one of them pointing up, to where they don't overlap, and are both like it would be in the bottom right corner of the screen right now, and then it would be in the top right corner of the screen right now, and then like it would disappear if you look down here. So that's another possibility. But anyway, I think this pretty much works. I don't know. That popping is a little weird. But we'll see. I'll fiddle more with that later. Right now, I guess I'm going to do... okay, there was... I'm going to change this light before I forget it exists as a problem. This one is creating a shadow there that it's not supposed to be there. So its shadow start distance is set to 1, and I need to set it down to 0.1, and that cleans up that shadow very nicely. Pretty much every other one is set to 0.1 in the entire map so far, but these probably are all before I realized I needed to do that. Wow, this one actually creates particle effects when you go lower. Oh, no, that cleaned it up there. And that actually makes it to where that slope right there actually casts shadows. Like it sort of should. Yeah, a little more realistic. But yeah, let's see, they just make all my dark areas too bright. It's all, yeah. Sometimes I'm just going to reread y'all's messages for no reason. Just because I look over there and go, oh, there's another message to read. Nope, that's the same one. Oh, well. Okay, so I need some energy doors for up here. I think this is the longest one, 64 by 18. I think that is... Oh, here's a 32 by 64. That's the largest one. But the longest one that's long and thin, which means I can just put it right over here. Unfortunately, the wide one isn't wide enough to fit across both sides, so the long one is the one to go with, I would say. And then we can just put this in here. And what I'm thinking is that I will change their color. Let's try a yellow. This is the weird. Let's go with like this and like this, because everything in Waterworks is yellow light. Let's see if that looks good and is appealing. And we need to get a smaller energy barrier for this corner. An angled energy barrier would be cool. I'm surprised they don't have that. Dare play a public game of Halo. I definitely will at some point, because I'm going to stream this map with you guys. I want to do a stream that's just us playing this map whenever it's done. That's the idea anyway. I am decent. I am whenever I get on, I am good enough to let's see, I don't do rank. I need to play rank just so I can get my rank, so whenever people like ask me how good I am, I can just tell them what my rank is. Because people have asked me that on like Reddit. Of course they're gonna ask me on Reddit. But like no one really on Twitter or anything like that, but like yeah. I should probably do that at some point just so I can actually know what my rank is on Infinite. Because that is... yeah, I just do not know. So this is a little weird with the overlap. Hopefully it's not a big deal. I could theoretically do something special with that. Like create some kind of energy field kind of thing that is in the corners here that would look a little different. But I think that this is pretty good for now. I don't think these all count as the same object, unfortunately, even though because they're different sizes, so the same thing. So I'm going to have to do them all individually. But whenever I get one of each kind, I can copy it. It's really weird that this would be yellow, because Forerunner is almost always you know, obviously blue or red or something. You know what I mean? But sometimes they do have some yellow fields, and in this case, I believe that this, you know, because this map is just always yellow with everything else. Oh, there it is. Apparently I poked it out. Oh, there we go. Apparently I poked it out the side here. Yeah, there we go. So, the thing about this is, Dude, by the way, how do y'all like this? I made this. It's sort of like designed to kind of look like a track. You know, those columns that are sort of up the sides of the shroud. Here, let me just turn off the roof. I set it up so I could just turn off the roof now, whenever I feel like it, which I like a lot. Let me close all these. Make it easier. Oh, there it is, cave roof. I can just despawn the roof, or visually despawn the roof at least. So like these columns that kind of come up the side of it, this piece, kind of comes down inside of this other piece, and so it kind of visually looks like a track for it to ride up and down. And so I kind of thought that was kind of cool, without like having any like moving parts that actually touch it, obviously, because it's Forerunner, so it's going to have some kind of like artificial gravity generator in here that lifts it and drops it instead of like, you know, a direct effect. I don't even know what Cathedral sounds like, by the way. Does Cathedral sound any good on this map? You guys were playing it, you know better than me at this point. Or do you think I need to experiment with other sounds? I just sort of grabbed Cathedral because this is a giant, you know, I felt like Cathedral would probably be a good first try. And then I was like, yeah, that'll work. And then couldn't hear it, so we were debugging. But yeah, it would be it'd be nice to know, you know, because I don't know. Let's see, 180 should work. There we go. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do, but it's okay because it's 90 that I need to do anyway. I need to duplicate it first, then rotate it. There we go. Is this correct? I, for some reason, thought that would work. Apparently, I've got to adjust this. Let's see. It's fine IMO. Okay, cool. I will try other ones, I guess, because I guess I should just experiment once I can actually hear them. But I guess, but if it sounds fine, if it sounds good for it, then that's cool. That'll work. What is this? Oh, it's a dust cloud. Okay. And that's perfect. If it sounds good. Okay, so here we go. Another option is glass, and I was thinking about putting glass anyway behind it. But I could theoretically put glass and make it look like an energy shield. That means I could scale it. It just wouldn't look like... It wouldn't glow. Like, this has an actual glow to it. So maybe it's better to do both. I was thinking about putting glass behind it anyway, and that way you wouldn't see rock behind it. Because once the roof is on, which I can turn back on, the rock is still visible behind it, so like if you flew up in your Banshee, you'd be able to tell. You wouldn't be able to really tell down here. Because this just kind of... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should use glass. I feel like I could overlap glass a little easier, a little better. It wouldn't have those weird glowing lines. Glass with lights would do. Like if I put a light object up here, I could do the effects of the glow, but I don't know if it's necessary anyway. I also should be putting all of this into the central objects. No, central body, structure body. And I have not been doing that for these energy shields, so that's kind of annoying. But yeah, okay. So if I don't do that, if I go with glass, that's in accents, right? Accents and glass. Get up a good percentage so it's a little visible. Went from the bottom, from the ground, and obscures the rock surface above it. That should work. So if I put glass behind it anyway, behind the energy shields, it will at least sort of shade the rock. Maybe not enough. And then I could just put like a pitch black object on the other side or something. But this... Oh, there is no... Wait, you can't change the color of glass? Oh, that's disappointing. I could have sworn you could. Okay, well I guess I do need to use the energy shields then. In some way. They're kind of... Like I said, the weird overlap is a little annoying. Or I could just put regular glass and make it not shaded anything. Or not have any kind of color shift. Let's see. It's actually something I wasn't prepared for, and so I'm having to come up with it on the fly. I hadn't thought about it. Still works, but it could work. See, I don't know if the... Okay. Fits fine, IMO. I don't know if you played Halo 5, but there was a trick with decals that if you flipped the decal a certain way, light couldn't travel through it, and that's what we used to make water with in Halo 5. I don't know if that still works, but it could work. I forgot about that. Red Nomster did that in the leaked build. Oh man, that's so true. That I'm so glad you brought that up, because I knew about that, but I didn't play Halo 5, so or get to forge in it, so everything here feels brand new to me. But but everyone else is like, no, yeah, that was in Halo 5. I'm like, oh, okay. But you're right. Let's see, what's a good color object in this one then? Can you recolor anything like the letters? I think you can, right? I think the letters are actually something you can recolor. I can make it enormous to where it's just like, oh wait, can you scale these? Yeah, you can. Okay, good. So if I do, okay, can you recolor the letters? No, you can't. That's weird. I thought you could. Whoops. Apparently I... Okay, there we go. Okay, so I wonder how to angle it correctly. I remember this. I remember that he did this. It's definitely making things darker. So decals typically... I haven't actually done it. I just remember he showed that off and he explained how he did it in a video with his, what was it, the, because you can pass through decals, so you can fall into the water and still die, and that works. Building signage, something really big and solid would work. Entrance seems to have very solid shape to it. If I scale that up, I'll have a huge square section to put there. How do you make it dark? He says if you do it a certain way, I mean, I can see that darkens everything behind it. Is it that you have to combine it with another one, or no? They're shaders, so they end up canceling each other out. Okay. That's cool. You can erase things with them to sort of make different shapes. So you can scale decals as well, yeah. Okay, so... Go for shapes. Okay, shapes. Wait, where is the... Okay... Numbered symbols, numbers, C. Is it these arrow 1, arrow 2? Let's see. Letters are not it. Building signage. These are actual signs. C. Let's see. Red triangle. This one will be colored, of course, but it would be a solid shape. So... Let's see. Tiling, white strip, okay. Triangle symbol. What is this? Is this an actual emblem? Ah, no, it's got a hole in it. Okay. C logo. V symbol, warning list. White striped tape. Let's see. Damn, well, there was shapes, I'm pretty sure, in Halo 5 IMO. Sorry, sorry, I thought they still existed in... My bad. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It might be... Okay, black-handed warning. Black striped tape. Black yellow plug warning. What is this? Aha! This is just a solid black shape, and it's No, it's not. It looked like a solid black shape from the side. And it's black, so I thought it was going to be the case. I mean, honestly, yellow wouldn't be terrible, given that it would make the water look dirty. I mean, I'd rather just have a dark color. But that's black striped shape. I think that's just, yeah, that's what I thought. It's caution stripes. Handed signage. Yeah, this is, I think, going to be... Oh, that's kind of a gray. Okay, so we're just trying to find something. I was hoping that the black section would have, like, actual, like, just a shape of some kind that's just straight black color. Unfortunately, it does not appear to. Emergency. Let's see, I need to stop. Let's see. Get out this way. I'm gonna stop doing it horizontally, and I'm gonna find a place to do it where there's light, because this is getting out of hand. Let's see. If I can do it vertically like this, then I should... Nope, still can't see it. Let me find a place where I can see it. There we go, in front of an object. There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can find a good one. This one is dark gray. Good one that's just like a really dark... That's not a bad straight shape. It's not in a straight shape section, that's all. But it does exist. Let's see. This one has very large black squares in the corners that I could use. If I can't find anything else that's bigger, like I can scale that one up and just use the corner, and hopefully it's big enough. Okay, y'all are saying stuff. I'm gonna read that in just a second. I'm just gonna pass it. Ooh, this one's not bad, and it's irregular, with the sort of scratches on there. It'll look kind of like areas that are, you know, like waves or something to that effect in the water. But yeah, okay. You could use the UNSC one and just scale it to be huge, so the biggest part of the decal fits in where you need it, like the one I used for my flag. That would be cool. I'm gonna consider this one. Oh, now they are on top of each other, so I am going to not be able to see them. Delete that. Okay. Oh, they're so far away. What's going on? That one's got words in it. Let's see. This one, once again, has black triangles, or black squares in the corners. I could theoretically scale that one up enough. That one's a yellow and black one, which I think would be less... I am going to do the yellow and black one instead of the red and black one, because the yellow would be less disruptive if it ends up in the corners of it down there. I don't know if you need it dark. You just need to figure out which side the lighting goes up through. Yeah, I agree. I just was... I wanted it dark to try and make the water as dark as possible compared to, like, I've got, it glows, you know, the water glows because it's actually energy shields, and I was like, when I first put it, I was like, ooh, that's a little weird, and it kind of works because there is lighting down there, but it felt a little weird. Let's go ahead and scale this up very significantly. I hope we don't hit like a limit and have to like put 4 of them or something. But yeah. Let's see. I don't know if you need to be dark. Actually, and use a gobo to make a water look. If that even still exists, I have not tried this in Infinite. What's a gobo? This is way too small to use. I thought I could use just the corner, but now there's all this yellow stuff, and it definitely looks too yellow to use for this. This is nowhere near big enough. I just need a solid black shape, so I think I'm going to have to go with a solid gray shape instead. Let's see what this looks like from a distance. Is this actually helping anything? Because we could definitely use it up top for those energy shields, but I'm wondering if this is actually going to look... That's the gray. It kind of makes the water look weird in this one. Red Knobster used it for a tiny little, like a pond. Let's see if that even still... Let's see, yeah, I used the energy shield on my Waterworks on the invisible lights. Yeah. So I am seeing... Oh, I put a safe zone down here. That's not supposed to be there. I'm going to have to get rid of that. I don't know. I like the idea, but they can't seem to get big enough. And this white one is too white, and the dark one just, it's only in the corner. If I could get like one that was dark, I could find one that was dark and didn't have words in it. Like, this was great. Except it's got those words in it, so like if I bring this out here and scale it up, which I'm not going to scale it the same way. How about we just do this? How about we just go into the settings? This will be faster. Rotation, where's the scale? Size, here we go. Just give it some 9s. Did it even scale? Where's my object? Where is it? What the heck? Oh, it's up in the sky. Or something. Scaling it to 4,000 seems to have broken. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Gosh. Oh, you know what it was? I know what I did wrong. Sorry about that. Jeez. Is that it didn't scale every option because I was in here and it didn't go back out and go back in. But also, I think I scaled the height, like the thickness of it. Wait, no, it's not doing it at all. I have no idea what's going on. I think it's just broken. Yeah, something's going wrong with this thing. I'm just going to delete it. I don't think it's... unfortunately, I don't think that's going to work down here. It might definitely work up top in this energy field we were building up here. Instead of the glass. To sort of shade it all up there. But yeah, I'm going to send you a link. Hold up, Lamel. Let's see, the gobo is a setting on the lights. Oh, that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. On the invisible lights. Yeah, I use the energy shield on my Waterworks. Hey, that's right. I know what you're talking about with gobo. It's the, it like projects an image. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. That's what I used initially with the UNSC emblem. I think that's what you're talking about with the it projects an image. I actually still have the light here. It's just turned off. All of them are turned off. I went like this. Boom. And that's how I had it originally. But then someone came in. I forget who it was at this point. I think it was... their name is on the tip of my tongue, actually. But anyway, they suggested, hey, why don't you go put this crate, this cover in, and see how that looks. And it looked great, so I did that. This one, though, for some reason, the color is... like, no, not that one. This one. Yeah, the color spread should be 0. I just gotta do 0.1. Because 0 apparently doesn't render correctly whenever you exit and reload the map. What? No. Thank you. There, that cleans that up very nicely, makes it nice and red again. I've noticed a lot of things break whenever you do 0. Ooh, this one looks purple. And so you have to do like 0.1. Why did that not actually change? It's like with, yeah, it didn't do it. It did it again. Oh. No, what just happened this time? Go to that, please. Confirm. Stop messing up, please. Okay, it actually worked this time. Oh, there's one more that I missed. Let's see. I hope that flag is clean. Yeah, no, I like it a lot. I think that they, I think this is a great suggestion. Gosh. Their name is at the tip of my tongue. This is my problem. I love, like, I hate not giving feedback. I much prefer, I love giving, not feedback, credit. Like, it really bothers me whenever I, do something and, like, don't give credit, right? But then I can't remember people's names. Even whenever I talk to them every single morning, for, like, a week on here, I'll forget the name of their account. And, like, it's, if I see someone's face every day, I can remember their name. Like a coworker. And that's easy. But if I have any kind of, like, if my interaction with them is limited in any way that could potentially cause an issue for me, it just does. I just don't remember their name at all. And like you know, like I said before, I have been asked what my mother's name was and been like, for a second. So like it's like no one in particular is like immune to this. My inability to recall names at certain times. It's ridiculous. Okay, so if we do this, it's a horrible weakness. And I want to give this guy credit, but I can't remember his name. I can't remember who it was. I can remember who it was, I just can't remember his name. He exists as an abstract concept in my head instead of a name. Very strange. Anyway, okay, so here we go. So if anybody else remembers who it was, please give credit in the chat for me. Because it's just a thing. Okay, so that's kind of good. I think that the poking through the walls is no good, and I'm going to have to, like, make, like... I guess I don't need that thick. Actually. It only needs to be just thick enough to... I see. Yeah, if it's going to touch that side, it's going to pass through, because this corner here of the object does not line up with that one, so the angle is cutting off a little bit tight. A little bit, yeah, okay. So I just need to create another one and make it a thinner one, and just make this one be like this. Line it up. You know what? Magnet points. What am I doing? And then magnet points. Just sitting here like, I'm going to line this up real close. And it's just like, no, there's a magnet. I can just do that and not worry about it. There. That should work. Yeah, that does work. Okay, cool. Oh, what is it doing? I want a magnet to this piece. Oh, come on. I want a magnet to this glass here, and it just won't seem to go with it. Okay. Anyway, that'll have to do for there. Actually, this piece I could stretch all the way across, can't I? And then just have one instead of having two. To get rid of this one. And then I can bring this one up. And that way. And get to the right height in a second. Or I'm just going to copy and paste the height from the other one. The z-axis. Actually, I'll just manually do it first, and then I'll copy it in a second. Just so I can at least see it play in position. There we go. Save that. And we need to put a piece of glass over here, sort of going an angle similar to this energy field. And that's where it gets annoying. Are there any angled objects that are like energy fields or glass? Because diagonal glass and diagonal energy fields would be really cool. And I would love that. I guess that's where, you know what, there are. I can use a, that's where I can pull out a letter. Twitch just got updated on PS5. Now Twitch also removed chat. Oh my gosh. So you can't do chat on PlayStation or Xbox now? Is what you're telling me? That's pretty crazy. Like, remember that thing that defined the an entire you know, that defined an entire kind of entertainment? The ability to interact with... Wait, what is this? Okay, it's just dark. That works. I mean, it's got a hand in it, but yeah. Let's see. Nope, only on mobile. Wow. Wow. Black, yellow plug warning. Okay, we're gonna go down here to the lighting again. And we're gonna pick that one that we did before. And we're gonna use it. The, oh, it's at the very bottom, that's right. It's yellow, black, diamond. There we go. We're gonna put that up there in the corner, I think, if we can. This is why I asked you to swap back to YouTube. Yeah. It makes sense. Anyway, welcome, Aaron. You might have been here the whole time and just been lurking, but, yeah. Let's see. I need to figure out, in that case, is Duquesne gonna get an AI that will, like a bot, I mean, not an AI, a bot that will, is he planning on getting a bot that's going to do YouTube streams in his chat? Like promote them? What am I doing? This is a square. I still can't use this. No, I just go there. I just got here. Yeah, okay, yeah. But the, I wonder, if he plans to do, like, some kind of, he plans to switch bots. Like, I don't know if he's switching to YouTube, and if he is, then I imagine he's gonna switch bots. But yeah, if he is going to, then, I don't know, I'll ask. Then I would love to be posting back in there again, because I think that people were definitely coming over here from there, before. That was definitely helping, as far as like getting viewers goes. It was more like more fluctuating viewer count whenever it would post there. It's more steady right now, steady at like a slightly lower number. But then like whenever you were posting there, it was like or whenever you had set up that auto thing to post there, it was like it would fluctuate throughout the stream, and I thought that was pretty cool. Because it meant that people are coming into that Discord and then seeing it and going, oh, I'll go check that out. That's what I assume, anyway, is what was happening. So I'm not seeing anything that, like, unfortunately, I don't see anything that's like a perfect fit for what I need, but I can get that one triangle that's just white and put it next to the glass and see if it's dark enough in that position. Like if it's this one. This one will sort of work. Yeah, it becomes kind of black out here. So this might work as like a glass for this corner. It won't stop players from flying into it, but I could theoretically just put a giant player blocker up there. Ah, no, the glow of these energy fields is too much to make it work here. But it does kind of work. It just sort of doesn't. Let's see. Is that going to mess up my triangle? I wonder why Twitch is shooting themselves in the foot like this. Was it just that they paid for an upgrade to their yeah, I need to keep this square. So I had scaled it and it wasn't right to do that way. Basically, are they trying to they were like, yeah, we want to pay for an upgrade to our program, let's hire somebody to program a new version of Twitch. And now they're like, oh, we better get our bang for our buck because we already paid for it, so even though it's worse, we're gonna just keep it. Is that what's going on? Like, that's a dumb, you know. Once I told him Xbox Switch ruined their app. Oh, he swapped to YouTube already. Yeah, I thought I had seen that. I just wanted to be sure. Okay, so this will actually adjust my angle this way. Okay. That would work. I thought I had seen that he had switched, but I wasn't, I don't think I clicked on it, so it didn't, fully commit to memory. But yeah. Just because I had not, had the thing to do that yet. But yeah, if he has a bot for himself in his chat, then he might be willing to use that same bot for everybody else as well, which would be cool. In his Discord. Yeah, my Discord is, you got a couple of people joined, and I would like everyone to join because I had the idea, if you guys are interested, to make a joint Forge map where we can just like sort of like mess around and build a map that like all of us have contributed to. And I like the idea of that, and like we'd be all in the credits and everything like that, of course, because the system works great. And we would just like, the way it would work is each of us would have like, say, 4. If there were 10 people or 11 people actually, each of us could have 4 prefabs. And so you just put everything you have, everything you place into a prefab, and then there'd be tons of extra left over at the end if we did that. So each of us, we do get 4 prefabs, and everything that we place, we have to place into that prefab, and then go from there basically. And yeah, so if anybody is interested in that, I would love to give it a try to like get it started, and then I don't think I've made the actual map yet. But I was talking about it in Discord and no one replied, so I was like, maybe this is a dumb idea, nobody likes it, and no one wants to do it. And if that's the case, then that's fine. I don't, I'm not gonna, I'm not so obsessed with the idea that I would be upset if everybody thinks it's dumb. But like, I just feel like just thought it'd be really cool. I've always wanted to do a joint. I failed to grab all of these before moving them, and that's going to be annoying if I wanted to put them back, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Let me start moving them over again. So basically, ever since Halo Reach, like with my sister who I used to forge with, we did do one joint map, and it was really cool, and it worked out great. And it was like a City Streets, sort of New Mombasa. I call it City Streets, or we named it City Streets. And it was like New Mombasa, but like, it was kind of inspired by ODST, because that's our favorite game, both of us. And the idea was that it would be that it would just be this really cool, joint effort. And let's see, sorry, and it worked out, and it was cool, and it was probably the map I'm most proud of. And I rebuilt it whenever they added it to Reach to Master Chief Collection, and then I got it. I didn't get it when they added it, I don't think. It's pretty cool actually. I've gotten nothing but positive feedback on it. I almost feel like it's darker where I don't have the glass. I'm wondering if I should just put a black object in this corner or something. I don't know. I think I'm barking up the wrong tree right now on this. I think I need to figure out another way to do this. The decal was a great idea, but none of them are dark enough. So I don't think it's going to work for this. I'm wondering if there's just an object that would just be glowing in the right way. By the way, can you guys hear my kids in the background easier now since I did since I changed the way it filters? I turned the filter off completely for background audio, thinking that would stop that annoying audio cutout thing, but that didn't work, so I think I have to switch to Streamlabs OBS to fix that. But anyway, yeah, I'm all over the place right now. I'm clearly getting sidetracked, but yeah. I don't know where. I may be just doing this right now, going about this all wrong for this object. I might just have to put an object there and let it just pass through that object and just make that object like pitch black or something, because I can't get a good angle for glass. Another option is I just make a shape that protrudes out here and hides the rest of the glass if I put a square piece of glass there, and that would probably work. I'll probably just do that. Let's see, I'm seeing if it's gonna work. I sent a link to a tutorial from Forge Labs back in the day. Okay. You saying you're trying it right now on your end, or you want me to try it off this tutorial? Because I could do that once I told him Xbox Twitch were in their app. Yeah. Where did you send it? Here. Let's see. Right after post this. Oh yeah. Cool. Let's see. Okay. So back to chat. Okay, I was just trying to see if he had sent them to me on Twitch or something. Oh, wait, did you send them in Discord? Since I was just talking about Discord? No. Let's see. Here. Oh, that's not my chat. This one, yeah. Okay. I don't see. Okay. Didn't want to bother Yulo. See, I'm trying to see if it still works because I sent a link in chat. Okay, didn't want to bother Yulo. No, yeah. I mean, I guess I can't probably watch their video on stream anyway. Okay, I'm just gonna try. I'm gonna let you experiment with it and see if it works, and try this as well, and see if I can just find something really cool to put here that will sort of just hide it, hide that there's a problem at all. Just bury my shame, and we will see what happens. Okay, because if I can come up with a really cool shape to put there, that's great. It'll just be a little thing that just sort of hides that there's actually glass poking out in that corner, and that might be actually kind of cool, depending on what it is. Just grab a cool little, decorative object, make it so that the corners don't have missing pieces in the inside. Yep, good. And then we can just put something here, like a brace or bracket or something like that we can just. Let's see, I think it would be up in this, which is the decorative stuff. We'll go to Forerunner and find something cool. It could just be something like this, but that'd just be plain metal. I think we should find something that looks cool if we're going to put something there at all. What is this? It's inside of stuff. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Nope, that's not what I want to do either. I wanted to switch to 45 degrees and rotate that way. Something like this could just go there. Maybe a little lower down. Have it protrude a little bit. Look pretty cool. There we go. What do y'all think? Bury the shame. I think maybe the other way around. I think the slope would work better the other way around anyway. Oh, that's not. Let's try rotating by 180. There we go. A little lower. That looks pretty good. And I might raise this entire thing up. I hadn't quite decided if this was the right height for it. I think I decided it based on the slope of that column right there. I just wanted it to be lower than that or something, so that it looks like it kind of obscures completely, but yeah, basically that. And I can now theoretically put lights up there, or like or something to that effect. Like you were saying, a gobo, I think it's called, where you just like put that light that projects off of it, and yeah, that might work. And then I would just do 90 and put it over here. Was that? I wonder if that was connecting to the glass itself. This is not 90 degrees off of that other one. Or at least I don't think it is, because that means it's not angled correctly on the other one. But yeah. Oops. No. Why is it moving like this? Guess I'm looking too far up. No, it's doing that. Have y'all ever noticed that? Where it just randomly decides to start moving like it's that's not correct, but yeah. Where just randomly the controller starts to move like in like perfect directions, like you're using mouse and keyboard. There we go, I'm back to normal. But it was like I was using mouse and keyboard as I moved it, instead of using a joystick. It's very weird. Like the very precise. Oh, there it is. You know, weird movement. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens often enough to notice. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. And it hides the glass on both sides. I think this side may be not rotated correctly, because the other side didn't want to line up correctly off of 90 from it. Well, it looks right. Alright, let's see what that looks like during animation, and see if this is actually a good idea. Let's see. It's got to load in properly, which will all happen during the initial panning camera. Oh man, all the textures are being weird again. That happens every now and then. Or maybe I just made them way too rusty. And that popping is going to be fixed with the new script that Clint sent. But it looks pretty good. I don't hate it. It definitely creates a weird addition to it. I don't know what you guys think. I think there's a way up right here where if you like crouch and jump and stuff like that with the infinite movement. But yeah, dude, this doesn't seem to work anymore, which sucks, because if I did it, it would give me a good amount of dynamic objects back, because I used 34 energy shields for water on my version of Waterworks. That would be really cool if it did work, but yeah. What do y'all think about this, with these little struts sticking out of the ceiling? I think it looks pretty good. I feel like, you know what it needs? It needs some rock objects around it to look like there's like stalactite like formations starting to like drip down around the edges of it, because right now it's too clean of a cut between this central structure and the roof. It just needs a little bit of roughness there, either by like one really big rock in the middle of it that sort of just protrudes around the entire edge and creates a bit of a slope there, or like a bunch of little like smaller rocks that I could like place around the edge. You know what I mean? Does that make sense to you guys? Makes sense to me, I think. Like right here looked fine because it's a really big flat piece. There's not much detail, so like the rock may form a nice smooth line on it because the water would just sort of potentially form that way, and any water that drips down might be cleaned off by like the surface or whatever, basically almost filtered by it, and not create massive dripping. Although in a way I might grab those little stalactites and stuff like that and form them along it and make it look like they are dripping down, maybe on my glow up version, so that it's not too different looking from the original. These additions though are purely to hide the shame, so I don't know if it's necessary. Is this one the correct angle? Like, they feel like they're different angles to me, but I'm not quite sure. Oh, you know what I did? I think I tried to rotate this by 15 last time, and that's supposed to be 5. Is that right? Is that what the other one is set at? So hard to tell. I mean, I went by 90, so it should have been the same. It's just snapped by 90 to over here. So yeah, I think it was the same, and I was just being silly. Oh, I just rotated on the wrong angle? Okay, there we go. That's what I meant to do. Yeah, no, that's wrong. Okay. I don't know. It's really hard to tell what the difference is between the two of them, but maybe they are the same, and I'm just being silly. Oh. This one's in the wrong position. That's what's wrong. It needs to be moved. What the heck is going on? No. God damn. This bugs switching between mouse and keyboard are getting to me sometimes. Okay, here we go. Control W. There we go. Turn off magnets. Drag it this way a bit. I'm not sure what I magneted to with this one, so I don't really know what to go out of my way to try and find this time. So I'm just going to sort of make them match. And that looks like they match. I'm going to put just a little bit more. And it starts moving my controller again. Like as soon as I hit Control W, and it's doing this again. Jesus. Okay, now we gotta go down there. Hit Control Z to undo instead of the controller undo, because the controller undo is not as precise all the time. There we go. Okay. I think that's a thing where I have to like close the entire game again to make that stop happening from time to time, because it'll happen a lot, and then like I'll close it and it'll just never happen again for a long time. So this needs to be extended all the way to the back. These this giant block, I need and I need to build out the back portion over here. Let's see, and yeah, we've got this animating. I will have to reinstall, or rather verify the stability of my files or whatever. Run that little Steam thing, and then we will be we'll be able to do audio at that point. And let's see, like properly. And let's see, what else? What else are we doing? We need to do after that. Bots? Are we at that point yet? Like once this, oh, I do have to fix the script off of what Clint sent me to see if that will eliminate the popping. And by the way, to tell you what he had sent me, I can actually pull it up and just basically explain it. His tweak to the code is to spawn this delete spawn object thing. He's breaking it out of this line. Well, first off, to fix it so that it starts at the top and comes down first. The delete and spawn was up here, and all this stuff was up here, and he was like, yeah, so basically just make it to where it pops at the top instead of pops at the bottom, because then it shouldn't be as noticeable. And I was like, yeah, and if I raise it high enough and it goes all the way to the ceiling like it did with classic Waterworks, then it'll pop inside the ceiling, and that shouldn't be a problem, right? So I did that, and it turns out it's popping down and then back up, so it actually comes into view, and that's what we're seeing right now still. So basically, we switched this. I was like, yeah, no, I want to try and solve it myself off of your suggestion, like figure out how to do this. And I'm pretty proud that I actually figured out how to invert his thing without too much trouble. I inverted it without having to ask him any additional information. But unfortunately, it still didn't solve the popping problem. So what we're doing is his suggestion is to take these to the delete object and spawn object, and I think some of this other stuff, and break it out of this, turn it into its own custom script, and then we're triggering it inside of the at certain points, and that is going to make it to where it can run independently of the of this other script. Rather than having to get to here, do it, and then continue, it's going to be able to do it at a certain point outside the script, and that will allow it to try and unify all of that deletion and respawn all at one time, instead of having it sort of have to do it in order. And by doing it in order of object, it's kind of creating this sort of lag, this popping effect that we're seeing. But by doing this, essentially doing the same thing to it that he did to the movement of the objects. Let's see, this is always going to happen at the beginning where it's kind of wonky, and for some reason, like the first time it comes down, half the objects just don't appear. What I might actually do is tell it to wait at the very, very beginning to let all the objects load in, so that it doesn't, so that the hammering doesn't affect, it doesn't start until, like, let's see, I think up here on gameplay start, I might say on gameplay start, I might say something like wait right here, and then that will allow, or maybe wait here right before it triggers the event, so it'll create the list that's supposed to have, and be fine with that, and then have like a wait here, and then trigger the descent, and that's whenever we'll start you know, going up and down. And that should avoid that thing where if my intro camera starts panning and you see, let's see if this, is it crashing? Well, I can't show you. Apparently it's crashing. Shoot, did I save? I think I did. I think I saved. I don't know if you guys can even see the little circle on the screen. Actually, you can't yet, because I see that I'm not even My stream is not even up to the crash yet. What is it showing? Am I still flying around in a Banshee? Huh. Man, this delay is huge. I need to look into that. Dear God. Is that actually my delay? My delay right now is like a solid minute, it looks like. This is crazy. Manage. Okay. Stream. Yeah. I don't want to add a delay, but did I just end my stream by accident? Or is it still going? I think it's still going. Here we go. This should be it. Anyway, it might have gone down. If not, we're still live. But yeah, it looks like it's still going. But for some reason, my screen is all black on my end. I don't know. Oh, it's the loading. It's the crash. Okay, so I don't know. Anyway, I don't know if you let's see. Yeah, in process. It's not loading anymore. Okay, here we're gonna turn off the infinite so that you can see the screen. Oh yeah, there it goes. It crashed. Okay, so that's that's that. You can see my entire background. Look at that. Look at how organized I am. That's so great. Yeah. Anyway, I think I've got you said you're good. I think that means that you're saying that I did save at some point. I'm hoping that's what you're talking about because anything else is cool, but yeah. Anyway, the long delay, I don't know what's going on with the stream with that weird long delay, but at least it's gonna be showing up a little better soon. I don't know. Okay, yeah. So I guess we're done for today. I don't know what's up with the delay, but I'll try and figure that out, and also try to do all that other stuff. I'll probably do that scripting shift, like I was saying, that change to the scripting. We're gonna start that to probably tomorrow, or I mean maybe off stream, just because scripting is kind of long and tedious, and then I'll go over it and how it works on stream. Especially if I'm not done with it yet, then we'll finish it on stream, and then yeah, we'll do all that. I have no idea if I'm still up. I can see it in. Oh, no. Damn, well, I hope you saved. No, I was talking about the stream, man. Yeah, exactly. So hopefully I did save. I can check it right now. It looks like I can see you guys. For some reason, whenever I look at YouTube on my browser, it's just a dead stream now. But then whenever I'm in OBS, it still shows chat and everything like that, which they have made updates, and their chat seems to function a little better now. If I switch to Streamlabs OBS, it might fix that annoying popping in my microphone, where it kind of like kills. And hopefully that also might mean I can put chat on screen, because I've been wanting to do that, and I actually have it set up to have chat on screen, but it doesn't work. And so I've actually kind of wanted you guys to be able to be up on stream here, especially whenever I was on Twitch and the chat didn't save off on YouTube. I was like, I upload this over to YouTube and there's no record of what was being said in chat during what you guys were saying, so I was like, it's kind of lame. But now, if I do switch to Streamlabs OBS, it might fix the popping. It might do the other thing. And for all I know, maybe this winter update subscriber goal will actually change, because right now it hasn't gone up. And it's supposed to be a YouTube subscriber goal. But I actually had, I've gotten like 2 or 3 new subscribers since I set it up, since I switched to YouTube, at least, maybe 5. No, it's at +7. It's at +7, so this should actually have gone up a lot. Or I mean, like a decent amount, but it hasn't, so I don't know. The stream needs some maintenance. Everything needs maintenance. The map is almost done, though, and that's what matters. That's what really matters. So we're back in. Let's see what all I lost, if anything. The column things are there, so I must not have lost anything. It doesn't appear to have lost anything. They even seem to be aligned with one another pretty closely, if not exactly. Okay, cool. So, yeah. Okay, good. We didn't lose anything. We're good. But that will be the end of the stream, because I need to go and get my kids on their school, and then come back and start tweaking this script, and maybe and altering, like reinstalling the game and all that. So yeah, I'll catch you guys later, and